Greetings, horror fans. This is me, Midnight Researcher, here with the May 17th, May 17th, 2023 live stream with part 5 of the Amnesia the Bunker recap marathon. As usual, we are going to be playing through yet another Frictional Games title. It is going to be, this time, the technical DLC of Penumbra Black Plague called Penumbra Requiem. And we have another very, very special guest on today, as we have had for most of the streams previous. It is going to be Magnus Peccatori, a good friend of mine, very talented musician, and a prominent figure in the horror community as a whole. Magnus, you are now live. You are now live on YouTube. You are now live on the air. Say hello, my friend.
Hello, my friends. How's it going?
It's
Great to be here once again. Nice to see you, and nice to be here with you. So,
Of course, it's always good to have you on board. So, there's not, again, I've said this pretty much every stream, there's not too many people watching this right in the moment, but I know that at least generally 100 people or so like to watch these live streams after the fact. So, do you want to tell everybody who you are and what you do for content and creation online?
nope.
No? Well, do it anyway. I'm telling you to.
All right. Well, I'm Magnus. I exist. I think. Uh, so yeah, no, I've been friends with Seth for quite a bit now. I do music or something. I don't know. Right now, I'm working on making some shit in Blender because I like 3D shit. It's fun. Other than that, I'm not sure what to say.
I'll say
I'm
what I know
trying to
is
look
that
up.
Magnus is a game developer, a modeler, and a musician, and he is a very big fan of horror, as am I. And we've known each other for 3 years. And the first collab of ours, he actually helped me with a narration video, which turned out great,
Oh
by the
yeah,
way. And he was also
yeah, I remember that.
one of my first co-panelists at a VR meetup, which was the very first HorrorCon VR. So he helped me with that as well. And that was a lot of fun. He was wide Putin on stage.
Wide Putin.
It wasn't recorded, but it was the most dramatic and funny moment ever when you walked off stage as wide Putin in that avatar.
Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, yeah. We have Azzy in the chat as we can see. Hello, Azzy. How are you? Why is your second message not showing up? I don't
Azzy.
know.
How you doing, Azzy? Do you remember the 2.7 version of Blender? At the time, it was a real contender. All the menus were really like gray. Badia, say do you remember? Badia, making shit in Blender. Oh,
Okay,
so yeah,
with
that's basically what I'm doing right now. I've been making shit in Blender. And
oh,
there's a reason why I'm making shit in Blender. I'm working for my first year anniversary with my boyfriend is coming up in a few days, and I'm making something for him.
I think I saw
And
something like a preview of what you were working on.
the 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 s- fuck,
Hmm.
uh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think you. Uh, I can't quite remember, but I think you know the thing I'm working on.
I saw a preview of it. Yeah, it's I'm not gonna say what it is, but I saw it and a couple other people saw it.
The
It was in I
thing,
think it was on one of my streams or something like that. Yeah.
the thing with the kitchen.
Yeah, the animation. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
Thought it was really cool that you were able to do something like that. Koi, welcome to the chat. Hello, I'd never heard of Requiem. Penumbra Requiem, actually, yeah, to get back to the game that we're gonna play, Penumbra Requiem is technically a DLC and an addition onto Penumbra Black Plague, which Requiem is more of a puzzle-solving game than a horror game, and a lot of people, including myself, don't really... It's the least favorite of the... It's my least favorite Penumbra game. However, it's okay.
Not to mention that I fucking hate it.
Okay,
Because when I
Magnus hates
played
it.
it, I didn't know it was. Here's the thing about Requiem. When I first played it, I didn't know that it wasn't like that. It was only about
Puzzles.
puzzles. I kept solving puzzles with you know, with the hope that there would be some story, right? Like maybe this is the last puzzle before the game actually starts. No, well maybe it's this one. Maybe no, maybe it's this one. But
Yeah, yeah.
then the game ended and I didn't get any fucking story. And that's why I hate that game.
Look, I'd still say it's better than the attempt at a story that Necrolog did. I'm not that big a fan of Penumbra Necrolog, and we actually had a guy in chat yesterday saying, "Hey, are you going to play Penumbra Necrolog in the series?" And I had to say no because Penumbra Necrolog is a fan-made mod and not canon to Frictional Games. But we're going to get into Requiem here, so I'm going to start it up and share it with both the stream and Magnus. So Magnus, you can see it in real time. If this will pick up anyway. We've had some problems with each of the Penumbra games each time we've streamed them, but we've managed to get through most of them. Penumbra Requiem. There we go. Oh, that is playing out of my speakers. That shouldn't be a thing. There we go. Show up.
Oh yeah. Oh, I still love that Penumbra theme song. It's beautiful.
It's not showing up on my stream. 1 second. There we go. There we go. Magnus, can you see the Discord screen share?
There it is.
Okay, cool. Save games in another language will not work. I've never noticed that before. that should be good. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
You know, when I hear the Penumbra theme song, it reminds me of that one time when we were working on a Penumbra fan game.
Yeah.
And you remember that one theme song that I made for the...
Yeah, the piano piece. That was actually really, really good. I liked that.
I never actually finished it past the piano, past the piano piece, but that was the main part, I suppose. It would have been great to at least finish it. It was great.
Alright. This is the edition Penumbra Requiem with Midnight Researcher Magnus Peccatori, and we are going to go in. No fancy intro to this one. It just kind of gets into it right off the bat. Right where we left off. The Northwestern Mine is located at reference. Kill them. Kill them all. And that's about all we see of the real world in this game, is that one opening scene.
Yeah, it's just that I remember I thought this game was a continuation of Black Plague, because you finish the game and there's this cliffhanger,
Mm-hmm.
right? There is no continuation to the story, and I didn't actually know that, and I just played the game hoping that there would be continuation to the story, something afterwards, maybe right after the endless, ceaseless discharge of fucking puzzles after puzzles after puzzles. And then the game ended and I didn't get any answers. And that made me mad.
You cannot walk 1,000 miles without taking the first step.
Warning. New arrival detected. Warning. Welcome, new arrival. You are the fourth new arrival detected in the past 10 hours. One further arrival recorded 32 hours ago.
What's interesting to note is that even though it's not a continuation of anything that happens in the real world, there are some pretty interesting implications of what's happening in Philip's mind and how it relates to the turn gate. But obviously that's not what people, including myself, wanted out of Requiem. We wanted an actual direct continuation, like you said, Magnus. Heavy, cold, strange markings. I don't think brute force is going to get me through this one, although when did it ever? Like, the positive parts about Requiem is that there are some cool lore aspects to it. Like, this door is, the markings on this door are pretty cool, and they imply some things about the turn gate. But again, nothing happens in the real world, so it doesn't really matter. Communications device of some kind, and it's dead, of course. I'd say I'm heavy enough to shift this. Now, it's been even longer since I played this completely start to finish than I did Black Plague, so I don't really remember any of the puzzles, so it might take me a bit to figure these out. This looks like a seesaw bridge.
You got this.
What did you say?
You got this, man.
Thank you, thank you. It looks like a seesaw bridge. I reckon I can shift its balance somehow. Well, there's this, but my instinct is to jump down there, but I'm not going to do that. Yeah, dark, empty. I'm going to avoid this. Koi says, I own the Amnesia trilogy on Steam, but I'm too scared to play it. Well, we are going to be playing through the Amnesia trilogy on other live streams, starting tomorrow with Amnesia The Dark Descent. It's a large block of stone. I can shift it, but it's pretty heavy. Let's see. Oh, I think I see what... Yeah, I'd say. That's pretty... It's a book of some kind with an odd light surrounding it.
Name, Elof Carpenter. Rank, elevated. Status, Code C, imprisoned. We were so close. And yet, following the release of the Turngate virus 9 months ago, my personal security has at last been compromised. Yesterday, an unfamiliar survivor arrived in the next door cell. It seems unlikely I will see him again.
Interesting. So Elof Carpenter has been here as well, wherever this is. I do remember there's something up there. I pretty much have all the artifact locations memorized for this game. So I'm gonna try and
We're
get...
getting a new Amnesia game.
What's that?
Are we getting a new Amnesia game?
Yeah,
Really?
Amnesia the Bunker.
Oh, hell.
I thought you knew about
Well,
this. I'm actually sure that you knew about this, because we talked about this before.
Wait. I thought it was like a mod or something.
A what?
I thought that was like a mod or something. Is that an actual canon game?
Yeah, Amnesia the Bunker is made by Frictional Games.
Awesome.
You didn't know this?
No.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, and the reason I'm doing this whole recap thing is because I'm playing all the previous Frictional Games titles leading up to the release of Amnesia the Bunker.
Honestly, I hope it's better than Amnesia Rebirth.
We know you hate Rebirth more than any other Frictional title.
No.
No?
No.
What is it? Do you actually hate Requiem more than Rebirth?
What?
Do you hate Requiem more than Rebirth?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, say what you will about Requiem, but Philip doesn't talk every 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's honestly, yeah, that's the truth. Yeah, honestly, I hate no, actually, I hate Rebirth more than Requiem. I don't know. I just think, oh, I just think
Hmm.
I actually forgot her name.
Tassie.
Yeah, that bitch. She's just annoying. She doesn't shut the fuck up. Plus,
Corpses, bloody corpses. This is you after playing Amnesia Rebirth. This is an accurate depiction of you.
basically, yeah.
I remembered this, but I don't really remember what else. So I'm gonna focus on getting that bonus artifact from here. What's this? I'm excited to find out what kind of monsters are going to be in Bunker. I definitely agree they should have stuck with the silent protagonist formula. Well, no, it's not even that there was the problem of the silent protagonist formula, because Mandus in Amnesia Machine for Pigs spoke occasionally too, but he didn't speak every 10 fucking seconds. That's what went wrong with that. Hi, creepy clown girl. Welcome to the live stream as usual. Welcome.
That was kind of like my gripe with Amnesia Rebirth. It's just that Tassie.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Did you like zone out of reality for a minute there?
No,
Okay, take your time. Take your time.
yeah. Sorry.
No worries. Damn it.
If you could sure, explain my situation and why I can't.
Oh yeah, Magnus had some last-minute health issues crop up, and now his tongue is pretty swollen, so sometimes he'll have some trouble talking. But he's a real trooper for being on the stream anyway, despite my own objections. He decided that he was going to be here, and I'm very grateful for that.
I not it's not my tongue, it's my brain.
Yeah, it's the fact that he had a seizure and he bit his tongue during the seizure, and it's not treating him too kindly after the fact, but we know that he'll make it through, because he always does.
Yeah, sometimes I won't be able to speak like I normally would, not because my tongue is swollen and it hurts, but because after I have the seizure, I get episodes of aphasia, and I lose the ability to speak.
CCG and Koi, and I'm guessing also Azzy, are all saying hope you feel better soon.
Thank you.
I also
So I think what I was fuck.
what you were saying before about Tassie.
Oh yeah, well, I think what I was trying to say before about Tassie is that it is interesting to have a protagonist that, well, speaks. Tassie just speaks way too much.
Yep.
And at first it's like interesting, but then it feels like annoying. Also, the
Take your time. Don't worry. I'm going to be getting this artifact for like 10 minutes, so yeah, you got plenty of time.
Alright, great. Also, the sanity. You know
The
the way that
the fear mechanic in Rebirth.
yeah the sanity uh you know the this mechanic in this game. It's just I don't know. I liked it more in the Dark Descent,
Yeah.
and in this you just start you know getting weird hallucinations and just screamers, jump scares and stuff. I don't know.
Oh, finally got the strange artifact. Now we can actually do these puzzles. It took way longer than it should have, but it's okay. It's okay. What am I supposed to be doing anyway? I don't know. Okay, no mementos. Wonderful. Let's try this. Oh, wait a minute. I can take these and drop them down here. That might do something. No. I think I need a heavier one.
So the game is, I mean, in terms of graphics and
Pretty sure there's enough weight in this basket. What am I missing? Am I supposed to... There we go.
Right.
Better stay put for a bit. Let gravity work its magic. Oh. Okay. Oh, Jesus. It's these
Alright.
things. Oh. Can't take many
can't
more of
finish
these.
the sentence.
Sorry.
Hmm?
I think I interrupted you there. Sorry.
No, I can't. I can't finish a sentence.
If you're not feeling up for doing this again, you can log off at any point. I don't mind.
I don't worry. I'm gonna. Maybe this will. Maybe I'll feel better later.
It's a glowing metal orb. Not the strangest thing I've seen recently. And I think I remember we have to pick up a certain number of these for every level.
Key total equals exit sufficient.
Yeah, okay. So we only needed that one, but I still don't know how to get this door open. Because that didn't open the door. And that doesn't do anything anymore. This ladder looks awfully familiar. CCG says, I've been around family and friends, could have had a seizure, and on occasion was there to help. And I remember how scary and crying it was for me. Can't even begin to imagine what they or you go through. Yeah, seizures are not fun. But the important thing is that Magnus always makes it out in the end. He is very, very courageous and strong.
You flatter me.
No, I just spit truth. You're still breathing, ain't you?
For now, yeah.
And that's a victory.
Yeah, you're right. Fucking, I hate it. I try to say something, but I can't.
Don't push yourself too hard.
Epilepsy is a bitch.
Yep. I'd say so. Oh, another book. It's a book of some kind with some odd light surrounding it.
Name, Elof Carpenter. Rank. What does it matter? They came for me in the cell, just as I was recording my findings. I felt sure it was over. My cyanide capsule was dud. And then I came to, in this place, this monolith. It's unlike anything we've found so far.
Interesting. In a way I never would have appreciated a few weeks ago. It's a small monolith. I've not seen many of these so far. Looks like the sections turn independent of one another. Triangles. Triangles and an eye. Oh, there are triangle symbols on this thing. Okay. So if I just... Oh. That seems to have done something. I'm not sure what. Oh yeah, I have like infinite flashlight in this DLC. Oh. Must touch weird portal.
Yay.
Yay! Level 2. The heart says, I want it, but logic says you cannot have it. Eventually, logic gives in, and imagination takes over.
Yay.
I don't have a heart, logic, or imagination. I don't know what I am.
Fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Ah. Fuck.
You sure you're alright, man? If you gotta go, I won't take it personally. At all.
I'm okay.
You don't sound okay.
No, I'm fine. I think. Let me just take a pill.
Okay.
See if it helps. I am in my bed. It's just that I'm in my bed with my laptop.
Okay. Koi says, yeah, it really sounds like you need some rest. You should take care of yourself. I agree with them, Magnus. Okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, but I want to. I wanna.
Be here.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's two ways we could do this. We could either go down there and deal with the security camera bullshit, or we can just do this, which I found is the much easier way. These kind of snap into place. Thank you for dropping by, Koi. Appreciate you being in the chat. Yeah, down there's a few collectibles, like painkillers and stuff, but that's really kind of the bullshit way. This is the easy way over here through this door. It's a serious metal door. The code lock seems to be fused. Both of these.
Warning. New arrival detected.
Oh, right. It's this. You just gotta get all the boxes and put them on the buttons on the ceiling. It'll let me get them. There we go.
Don't drown.
Don't drown. Yep, very, very important.
Yeah, I don't think you want to drown.
Nope. I don't have a fear of drowning like some other people I know in the horror community, but it is still not a great prospect.
It's not cool, man.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you want to have like oxygen and shit. Yeah. Because apparently if you don't have like oxygen, you could like die or something.
Okay, I hope I positioned them correctly. There we go.
Huzzah!
With appropriate angelic music. Okay. Oh. This is a fun area up here. It's completely optional, but here, I'm going to show everybody. What you do is you take these, and you position them so that you can climb on them up here.
Oh.
Do you know about this Easter egg?
No.
Okay, well, I'll show you then. Put those there.
Oh, hey. It's
There's that for one. For two, there's this. You can turn off the lasers so you don't have to deal with those later. There's this. Today's to-do.txt. Management has complained about my workspace again. Must clean desk. Access to level 2 security files. Need to investigate a recording anomaly. Dermot. Now, that's not that, that's not really, very unordinary. But what happens if you actually move all the stuff off of the desk and then go here, you find a new icon in place of what was. recordstudio.exe. And what happens if I put IKJ765 into that password?
Where did you get that password?
Good day. Can you hear me? There is no time. Red's humor has not faded along with his pulse. Good day. Good day. Can you hear me? There is no time. Red's humor has not faded along with his pulse. The trick was played, and your mind flesh thought it was another vinyl record. And yet it is I, Red, your faithful companion. Returned not just for Christmas, but wholesale for the foreseeable future. Red's voice is lost in radio crackling. Almost boasting, telling his own hurrah blah, a bloody blah, like a good apple pie. He crumbled to the floor, and that, my friend, is how I returned to this place. A 6-foot-tall and twisty terror, I'm sure you will agree. Comparable in heroism only to the greatest rescue of all, that of Red by Philip. Blah, blah, I am Dracula, blah. Like a good apple pie, he crumbled.
What's your profanity?
And that, my friend, is how I returned to this place. And yet, when last we met, you cast away my advice as you might a freshly soiled child in need of a spanking. And yet, When last we met, you cast away my advice like you might a freshly soiled child in need of a spanking. Why would you come to this place when you had all the wing rats you could masticate and Red's low-maintenance subterranean empire to inherit? Why? Why? We are such good and lasting friends, you and I, that I cannot stay, if the pun is pardonable, mad. Mad. We are such good and lasting friends, you and I, that I cannot stay, if the pun is pardonable, mad. It is because we are such good friends that I will not break you, as I did the boring Alof before. We shall escape this place, you and I. Either that or be locked here forever. Personally, I have little preference. Personally, I have little preference. Personally, I have little preference. Two minds are better than one, they say. Yet my Hefe mind is better than two. A mind boggles. Together, our 1.5 minds could rule the world. Together, our 1.5 minds could rule the world. I don't know.
It
Red
sounds
would
like
most
the
likely settle for a quiet place to take a nap. You understand.
Count Dracula
Choosing
from
the best kept
Sesame Street.
Red would most likely settle for a quiet place to take a nap, you understand. But choosing is best kept for beggars. 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 This will most likely take place in old Red's mind, you understand. But glorious it will be all the same. But glorious it will be all the same. But glorious it will be all the same. So soon unison will be upon us. There will be a banquet of rat, the finest champagne. Hands will be patted and backs vigorously shook. This will most likely take place in old Red's mind, you understand. But glorious it will be all the same. Like the Eminis, I too am versed in poetry of the mind. And I am well chosen indeed. For there is some madness in my love, and some reason in my madness. Yet I cannot help but feel unprepared. The banquet is only half-baked. The rats are but partially squeezed. And you find me once more within this metal burning chamber. But the chamber, like the banquet, is of the mind, and the only way out is within it. I have knocked on death's door many times before, but the both of us will this time be taking tea. It is only through pain that we know we are alive, and this time, my friend, the pain must end. Would you return to the world from which you came, drown in the chitter-chatter? For Red's answer is no. Better to have a story and end it, than never to realize it has begun. For Red's answer is no. Better to have a story and end it, than never to realize it has begun. Player enters furnace in an exciting manner.
Oh.
Thank you, my friend. This is going to hurt. Thank you, my friend. This is going to hurt. Thank you, my friend. This is going to hurt. Thank you, my friend. This is how you say in old country is going to hurt. Ow, 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 ow,
Ow.
ow. Blah, dead. That completes Chapter 10 of Episode 3. If there are any questions, please return to the person who recorded this, and he will be happy to record with other directions.
Bless you.
And that's about dead. That's about dead. That's about it. Excuse me. Blah. Dead. That's about it for the Easter egg. But yeah, the password, as you asked a couple minutes ago, you can find from collecting all the artifacts, and it will show up in your credits as a postscript. so it will tell you the code. But it won't tell you that you can use it here. You got to kind of figure that out on your own.
What was all of that?
That was the voice actor of Red trying to record his lines, and those were the takes that they didn't use.
Monkey.
Not him. Red.
I know.
You missed our buddy Clarence. We played Penumbra Black Plague yesterday. Me and Troll Force.
Troll Force doesn't like me anymore.
That is definitely not true.
Can you hear me?
Why?
I don't know. I just don't see him doing that. I don't know. Oh, hi, Infinite Psychosis. Welcome to the chat. Trollforce hasn't... It's not that Trollforce doesn't like you. It's just that he's had to move across the country within the last couple months.
Alright.
Yeah,
I hope that your ears... Well, 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 I hope...
Yeah, I also hope that you're yours.
As I was saying, before we were interrupted by a ghost of a cassette machine, Trollforce put out a video recently. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's basically him explaining his whole journey over the past couple of years. And he is now living in Georgia with his girlfriend, instead of
Yeah, I know.
up the asshole of Florida.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah. This soda machine is in the way of the door. And there's a cassette tape inside a soda machine. That is definitely not... That's not abnormal at all.
No, but I think he doesn't like me anymore because of a thing that I had to tell you, but I forgot. But I did tell Azzy.
Patient, Dr. Eminis. Medical examiner, Dr. Eminis. Patient, that's me, reports disorientation and rash. I am infected. Paranoia, oral distortion. Did I say that already? Patient had the most exhilarating out-of-body experience. I escaped reality. I feel good. Confided findings in Dr. Swanson. There is a 79.55% probability it will lead to her death.
That's actually what ended up happening. Oh, this moved. Weird. This was in front of the door. And normally there'd be laser security here, but we turned that off from the computer.
One key remaining. I repeat, one key remaining.
You can't actually interact with these like you could in Black Plague, but again, like I mentioned earlier, or yesterday, I don't normally mess with these since I don't really know how the interface works. I just tend to go around the lasers. Oh, there's that thing.
Put something on it.
Ah. Wait.
You got some
Ah.
there. Hey, what is Amnesia Bunker about?
Give me 1 second and I will explain.
Good day, can you hear me? There is no time to explain. Well, in fact, time is one of the few things we have in abundance down here. Most surprises are spoiled by such catty curiosity.
Ah, Philip, it is I, your friend, Dr. Eminis. Were you expecting somebody else? I already know that you'll come to find me, but I invite you all the same.
Amnesia the Bunker, I actually don't know too much about, but it is a completely different approach than what they did in Rebirth. It is a sort of open world survival horror experience. There's like very non-linear puzzle solving and world progression and storytelling and stuff, and there's a dynamic monster that's supposed to adapt to what you do in the world instead of just being the generic, dumb Frictional Games AI. Kind of like Alien Isolation instead of Amnesia the Dark Descent.
Instead of just a thing that follows you around if it sees you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know much about it. I've been keeping myself pretty intentionally distant from any content about the game since I want to be as surprised as possible when I play it in a few days. So I don't know. I don't know too much, but I know that it's very, at least in concept, it's supposed to be very different from Dark Descent and Rebirth. Which
It
were both
looks
very
pretty cool.
linear in nature.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Based on the pictures that you see on Steam, looks like you have a gun.
Total equals exit sufficient.
Yeah, the gun, it's kind of, I don't know, a point of contention already. Some people are not happy the fact that you get a weapon in the game. I don't know how to feel about it myself, because it's always kind of been Frictional Games' trademark, except for like the very beginning games, is that you've always been defenseless, and it does make a point of saying that there's not that much ammunition for the gun in the game at all. So I'm curious to see what they're going to do with it, if anything.
Well, maybe it could be a something like Alien Isolation, where you got a bunch of guns, but you got this thing chasing you around, and maybe you can use the gun to, you know, scare it off, but
Kind of like what
yeah,
you
kill
ended
it.
up doing with the flamethrower a lot in Alien Isolation.
Yeah, but even with the flamethrower, there was no, you know, there was no like assurance that the flamethrower was going to scare off the alien. So maybe it's something like that.
Maybe.
Maybe you can use it to scare it off or hurt the monster, but maybe you just can't kill it. Whatever it is that's chasing you around.
Truth is like a sculpture. One perspective is never enough for true understanding. Ain't that the fucking truth? This debris safety system field will distribute all disintegrates to one of 3 ports. Choose which here. There's a small sign on this pipe. Delivery port for safety system, ground floor. Oh no. Oh no, what am I doing here?
Have you played Sons of the Forest?
I own it, but I have not played it yet. I'm going to play that with Sarge one of these days. Controls grab lifts,
Oh.
experiment 00x3. Okay.
I played it. It's pretty good. Actually, I played it and I finished it, well, by myself, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it. This is a box with a key symbol on the side. Do I need to break this somehow? Let's see. I wish I had my hammer and pickaxe. Let's see, what does this do? Oh, that did something. I've never seen technology like this. What happens?
You have to put the box on it.
Oh. Oh, wait. Yeah. You're right. Not this one, but these. I know what we're supposed to do for this. We can make a floaty staircase with boxes.
Yay.
And I think that should get me up there. Maybe. Okay. This field must be a disintegrating field, but it's for the debris safety system. So I should be okay. Probably. Don't cut my head off. Okay, I'm fine.
Yay.
Yay. Oh,
Infection, Philip, didn't drive me insane as it did you. Oh, yes, I know about Clarence.
monkey.
I bonded with the Turngate on a different plane. It has its advantages. I know about you, about the universe, about God. But you know what else I know? I
You're a
know what
monkey.
you did. I know you revealed the location of this facility.
This is attached to a chain, but it looks rusty and weak. What is this? A highly technical apparatus in the form of a metal pipe. What is this? Trans tube. Wait, what is that? Mr. Yort's ketchup from TNT. Now I've seen everything. Oh, is this the explodey stuff? Yes, this is.
I use that to break the other, the one with the key.
Yeah. Oh. There we go.
Explodey ketchup.
Wait a minute. So if I...
Talk about hot sauce. Nice.
So if I throw that up there and I put it... Oh, wait a minute. I think that'll just put it back down here. So I want to put it up there somewhere. Okay, I was right. Maybe. Yeah, I think I was right. Sure hope so. I wouldn't have to do that all over again. Jesus. Oh yeah, here it is. Alright.
Hot sauce. Hot sauce.
Butt sauce?
Never played Postal?
Keys persisting in the environment. 1.
Sadly, I have not played Postal yet.
You must.
I agree. I just don't have the time. A lot of the time. However, soon.
Yeah.
Because I've heard very good things about Postal, especially from you, since you talked to one of the devs from Postal, right?
I almost got a I actually applied for a job at running with scissors. Sadly, I didn't get it,
Ah.
but I will. I will. I can tell you. I can feel it. Someday, I hope. But yeah, I've always been a fan of Postal. You know, the Postal trilogy: Postal 1, Postal 2, and Postal 4.
I can't jump up here. My legs are too short. What does this do?
Oh, you got a bunch of boxes that you can use.
Cargo control. Oh. Oh, I get it. Okay, let's get rid of this before this kills me.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Elevator.
Container elevator. You know why they're called containers?
Why?
Because they contain stuff.
Whoa.
I know,
I
right?
had no idea.
Oh, now you do. Now you do, boy. Now you do.
Exit available. Please exit the area before exit becomes compulsory.
Got that thing. Anything
Sadie, you
else?
still look like Stephen King.
I mean, I haven't changed my appearance dramatically in the last, like, year and a half, so probably, yeah.
It's just that
I
I
just
don't
have
know what
longer
you did
hair.
for- Huh?
I have longer hair than when you first made that comparison.
I don't know what you did, but something like last time I saw you, you looked like Stephen King. And that's
In
awesome.
the event of massive infection, shelter and archaic personnel are encouraged not to trust anyone but the elevated cast.
The what?
In the event of massive infection, shelter and archaic personnel are encouraged not to trust anyone but Dr. Eminis.
That's a little bit creepy.
Just a bit.
Not scary, though. 0 out of 10. Bad game. Oh. Okay. Oh. Lag spike. Okay. I don't know where to go, but I think it might be on this side.
This is one of the games of Frictional Games that I enjoyed the least.
Yep, as we both expressed previously, this was very much a
Yeah,
letdown.
The thing is, not that I didn't enjoy it. It was kind of fun at first, you know, solving puzzles. But then I felt like I was cheated out of something because I was expecting that this would be the culmination of the amazing story that Black Plague had.
Mm-hmm.
But this had nothing. Nothing. And that made me mad. For the most part, I enjoy every single Frictional game. Some more than others. And even those that I hate, I still enjoy. You have to use those things that you found.
Did you
and
like,
put them in there.
oh yeah, did you like Amnesia Machine for Pigs?
Yes.
I think
Actually, I loved it.
the story in that game is phenomenal. Even though it is kind
Actually, I
of a
love
walking simulator, because it was made by Chinese Room and Frictional Games. It's more like Dear Esther than anything, but I really enjoyed the story of Machine for Pigs.
I love the aesthetics of the game. It was cyberpunk and cool. I mean,
Cyberpunk.
not
Steampunk.
steampunk and cool. It was kind of like steampunk and cool, and I loved it. And the monsters were pretty interesting as well.
Yeah, the pig things. They were genuinely unsettling.
Yeah, I love the electric one. It was cool as fuck.
Zoe always has an issue with the electric pig. I don't know why. I mean, it's kind of... It's a terrifying concept. It is pretty easy to get through after you've done it once before, but it's still impressive on a technical level, I would say.
It's nice. My head is killing me, but at least I can talk now.
Oh, you getting...
I
You feeling better?
Yeah, I am feeling a little better. I'm not having this aphasia anymore. I think it was because I took my pill, and
Well, that's
I
awesome
feel
to
a little
hear.
bit better now.
That's awesome to hear. Well,
But my head is killing me.
take an aspirin, then.
I don't have any aspirins.
I'm so sorry.
It ain't your fault. Why are you apologizing, boy?
Because I feel bad for what you're going through.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll be
Pursue
okay.
what society tells them to pursue. A mindless herd. But then there are those that think for themselves. Only these stubbornly logical minds could join the elevated caste. I questioned everything I thought I knew and felt
The
prepared.
elevated cats.
But what use is that now? In a place that defies all logic.
I don't know. But we're gonna try and find out. I think. If we can get
You're not
through
gonna
this.
find out anything. This game has no story.
Like I said before, there are some interesting implications, but as far as the real world goes, yeah, there's no developments, there's no nothing. There ain't no nothing.
It's just so sad that, like, Frictional Games just completely forgot about Penumbra.
Some could say that.
Like,
Some could say that, as far as actual story, Black Plague wrapped things up a little too nicely, even though there was kind of an ambiguous ending to it.
there are a lot of things to see still. There are a lot of unanswered questions.
We didn't get to go into the Turngat tomb,
Exactly.
and that's what led the guys who made Penumbra Necrolog to put the tomb in there. But again, as I've previously expressed, while the level design on Necrolog is fucking fantastic, the story is the opposite of fucking fantastic. It's kind of abysmal and very disappointing.
What's wrong with Penumbra Necrolog?
Well, the actual reason that Necrolog fell short is because it was developed in Russian, and then it was attempted to be translated into English, but they didn't really do that great a job, and there wasn't too much of a story to Necrolog. It was really just Philip doing the same things that he did in the first two games, and nothing really groundbreaking was brought to the setting lore-wise. It was just him waking up where he left off in Black Plague and continuing to explore through the shelter, and there wasn't really any reason for him to do the things that he did, and there wasn't any reason for a lot of the old characters to show up again. Red especially showed up again, but he didn't do anything. He was just there for fan service, and that's why a lot of people, including me, aren't really that fond of Necrolog. A question can never truly be known. Agnosticism is the only answer. Sure. wait, we're in... Whoa, okay. I am getting some weird lag spikes here and there. I'm not sure why, but hopefully that's not going to be an issue. Oh!
I recall your arrival, Philip. I recall you blindly wandering into the computer room, seeking my knowledge, unable to digest it. And yet, I do not recall how it all ended. Where is this memory hiding? Age of the universe, 13.7 billion years. Intelligence species, 103. Meaning of life, negligible. But my own past is a mystery.
I'll probably have to come back for that. Okay, now the sewer is where you can have the most fun with the physics engine in this game. And as we discovered yesterday, you can do some really crazy shit with the physics engine of these old Penumbra games, because HPL1 is not known for being stable. I don't know if we'll do that this time around, though, because I kind of just want to get through this. Dump system for cleaning experiment system 1-3. Hatch won't open. The system appears to be shut down. Stuck in the on position. It won't move unless the lever has power. Generator 1C sewer pump system. Warning, turning the generator off can result in flooding of the sewer system. Do we need to flood the sewer system? I'm not sure that I remember. Whoa. Physics, like I said. Yep, it just propelled me into the water for no reason. God. That. Can't go up there, so we'll have to go through here. You're still with us, right, Magnus?
Yep.
All
I'm
right.
not dead yet.
Cool. I know. Again, there's not really much to comment on because this is when the game really starts to get into you just gotta solve puzzles. There's not too much interesting in the sewer level. The next one I think is a little bit more interesting. If it's the one that I'm remembering, it's the outside level. What is this?
I don't even know who looked at this and thought, yeah, this is fun. Solving puzzles. Oh my god, this is so much fun.
I like.
Yeah, let's throw away any semblance of story in favor of fucking puzzles.
I like puzzles, but you know, this is not ordinarily a puzzle game.
My thinking is maybe they had a bunch too many puzzles that they thought of that never actually made it into the game, and they thought, hey, why don't we make a game just so those cool puzzles that we made don't go to waste.
Did you have you heard about the website that they made before they made Requiem? It was there was a website that Frictional Games made before the release of Penumbra Requiem, and it was basically a joke website where they teased a sequel, and Philip basically turned into Doom Guy and was gonna like shoot all the infected with a shotgun or something like that. It was actually pretty funny. I would have loved to see that as a sequel.
would have been better than Requiem, I swear to God. Honestly, thinking about it, that would have been pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, Doom, Penumbra Doom mod.
Penumbra Eternal.
Required key collection reduced to 1.
Let's see if we can do this glitch, because I know that you don't have to keep going back. If you just push this crate under you enough times, you can actually propel yourself upward. Let's see if we can do that. Well, I almost did it there.
Alright.
Yeah.
Gotta get a bit closer.
Yep. Trying.
You know, they're working on a remake of Silent Hill 2.
Yeah, I know, for the PC, and it's going on Steam.
It's going on Steam? I thought it was only for PS5.
Yeah, it's going on PC. And I did it. I managed to glitch my way up here. Okay, System 2. I think this is just... What does this do? Oh, okay. That puts those. And,
You're right, it is coming for PC.
Yeah. I actually was able to get my hands on all of the... Well, not all. I'm still missing 4, but I was able to get my hands on Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3 for the original PlayStation systems recently.
Nice.
Yeah, my local game store really came through for me there.
Yeah, I think I played all of them. The only one of the original 4 games that I haven't played yet is Silent Hill: The Room. I played a bit of it a while ago, but I couldn't finish it. But I loved it. I wasn't able to finish it at the time. I'll see if I can get it again and maybe give it another try.
I haven't ever played that one either. Yeah, I think that's kind of the black sheep of the original Silent Hills.
But it's still good.
Okay. I mean, it's a Silent Hill game. Of course it's going to be good in some form or another.
Yeah, it's only sad that they canceled Silent Hills. Because it was...
I'm still so bitter about the fact that we never got to see a fully realized Silent Hills. PT was fucking fantastic.
Yeah, PT was amazing, and it's only because fucking Konami preferred to do pachinko machines instead of doing something like actually cool. That's so sad.
It was actually really sad. I'm not sure what the hell am I supposed to be doing here. I can say officially the sewer is the worst part of Penumbra Requiem. It's like this is just, there's nothing fun about this part. Except for if you can break the game like I can.
Looking at the pictures of the Silent Hill 2 remake, I mean, it gives me a little bit of hope. Plus, it looks amazing.
You remember the first time I brought you and those other guys into VR chat and we went into that Silent Hill map?
Yep. I remember.
That was a pretty unique experience because they pretty much recreated it pretty faithfully in that VR chat world.
Yeah, it was like playing it was like playing Silent Hill 2 in first person.
Jesus Christ, there we go.
I really want to get myself a VR headset. Do you have one?
Yes, I have one.
Which one is it?
I have the Vive Cosmos, but it's a couple years old now, and they don't make them anymore. They make like the Vive Pro nowadays. Everybody else I know has an Index, which is like the super big dick one.
That shit's like $1,000.
Yep. My Vive Cosmos was like $600, and I'm pretty happy with it. I don't really need the super special tracking abilities of the Index. Like, I don't need to have my individual fingers move in VR. I'm happy with just being able to turn my head around and see things.
See things.
Yep, see things.
Now, the bad thing about it is that I can't get the Index, because the thing is, you can get it from the Valve website, and it is $1,000.
Right.
But I cannot get it from where I am because it's not available. It's not available in my country. Now you could say that I could probably get it from Amazon, but the only one that I can find on Amazon is $150. I mean, $1,500.
Yeah, $500 extra. That's too bad.
And I don't think this is the real one. I think it's probably someone reselling the Index.
Radio is useless. Don't know what else I was expecting in 6 feet of water.
Yes,
Oh.
that's much better. I say, though oft inconveniencing, there are certain abilities I've acquired in recent times that can
I'm
be
just gonna get
altogether rather useful.
the Quest 2.
Regardless, I just wanted to check on you. You're really doing rather well for someone with only 90 minutes left to live. Of course, predetermined universe and all that. I already understand your outcome.
I think it was one of these. I have to... Might have been this one.
I was thinking about getting the Quest 2, which is a lot more, it's a lot cheaper. I can get that one for about $300, $400.
I think if you do get a Quest, you should invest in the link cable so that you can actually do stuff on your PC with it as well.
Oh yeah, I mean there is not the actual MetaQuest link cable. There are a lot better ones that actually allow you to, plug in a phone charger so you can keep it turned on the whole time.
Please exit the area before exit becomes compulsory.
Okay, we can get out of the worst level of this entire game. No commentary on that at all. I enjoyed talking more about VR than that level. This one's actually kind of cool. A friend is no more loyal than a mercenary. You pay your debts with kindness. I'm not sure about that.
I'm not a mercenary.
You are not a mercenary.
Well, actually, I remember one time when I was doing a stream, somebody paid me to go and throw an egg at my sister's head while she was doing her own stream. So it kind of turns me into a paid mercenary.
Hired hitman. Egg
Yeah,
edition.
pretty much. Hired eggman.
Hired eggman, yeah. Helipad. No, we just need a helicopter. Yeah.
Yeah, I've come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife. Oh god, what is that?
Hey, look. There's clear land across that fence. Maybe we can escape. We can escape this terrible game. If I can find an opening.
You're just gonna be running for decades. Hey,
Hi.
that reminds me.
Hi, Troll Force. Welcome to the chat.
Oh, hey. That reminds me of something. You know puppet combo games?
No, I'm not familiar.
You're not?
No, I'm not.
Oh my god. I think you're gonna love them.
Oh,
So, like, when you... Oh,
nope. It just teleported me right back to the middle.
no escape.
No escape. Yes, I'm trying to get all the collectibles in this one too, Troll Force.
When you can, look them up at the... Just look up puppet combo.
Puppet
They make
combo,
some
okay.
pretty interesting games with this retro PS1 VHS aesthetic that I just love. And they made a bunch of interesting games, like the Night of the Killer Nuns.
I will definitely look into that after the stream, yeah.
I'm just gonna send you a link.
Thank you. Aha! There was something up here. It's just, it wasn't my escape. It was another artifact. That thing is huge.
I think they're just working on a new game right now. It was something along the lines of a sniper killer or something like that.
Okay.
The last one that they made was Stay Out of the House.
This isn't shifting.
But for some reason in their website you cannot see all of their games.
Won't get that open like that. Nothing. There's no power, so we gotta get the power back on somehow. I think, if I remember correctly, you have to use this for something. Oh, thank you for the link. I will definitely check that out after the stream.
Yep.
Don't start.
One of
no
my
power.
favorite ones, actually has a story and everything. It's called Murder House.
Okay.
No, that one you can find it on Steam actually.
Is it free?
Do you want to get it for free?
No. If it's not normally for free, then I'll just buy it.
No, it's $12.
Okay. I'll look into getting that. It sounds pretty cool from...
Yeah,
Murder
there's
House.
actually
Okay.
a whole seems to be like an actual whole puppet combo. No, wait. Yep. There's Stay Out of the House that you can get it on Steam. Chris's Massacre and Murder House. Yeah, I
Okay.
recommend Murder House. It's pretty good.
Alright.
It has a whole story and everything.
That's locked. That's electrified. easy.
All right.
Uh-oh. Our flare appears to have... Oh!
Oh, another recommendation.
Our flare
This
appears
game
to have
is
phased
not-
through the cargo crate, and it took a box of cereal with it. So I'm just gonna cover that up with this. Now the mattress is satanic.
And just forget that it exists.
Yeah.
Name, Elof Carpenter. Status, Code C. Confused. Archaic recommendation. Regardless of my own outcome, it now seems essential to me that this environment be documented to the fullest degree. I somehow doubt anyone capable of finding the entrance to this place will ever find the exit. But my responsibilities cannot falter.
Okay. What was your other recommendation? What was your other recommendation?
I wanted to recommend another game that I thought at first was a Puppet Combo, but it's actually not. But it
Okay.
has a very similar aesthetic.
Alright.
It's called Blood Wash.
Okay, is it on Steam?
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
This one is $8. You know, I love this retro PS1 aesthetic. It also has this, it's kind of like an interesting merge between the PS1 aesthetic and the 80s slasher film VHS aesthetic.
I remember both of us were pretty big fans of Lost in Vivo when that came out.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking love that game. I love
Yeah.
it. I do also really like the retro PS1 aesthetic in a lot of games.
Yeah, but this is a pretty interesting merge between, you know, the retro PS1 and the VHS era style slasher flicks and stuff with, like, VHS shit.
Do you remember that game, No Players Online? I thought that
Yeah.
one was pretty creative.
Yeah, it was interesting because it does encapsulate that feeling of going into a game that, you know, one of those multiplayer games that nobody plays anymore. You go into a server and there's no one there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen that sadly a lot. Now the whole story of a guy trying to keep his dead wife alive through a multiplayer game is just kind of strange.
Crap. What do I do here?
Just bang it until it works.
I don't think that's the answer. What is this? What does this say? Three-part ignition system. This generator won't be able to start if not all three connectors are in contact.
Might have to find some oil or something.
Oil. This machine has no power, so this is useless. Wait, maybe
Oh yeah,
I
Senate.
I just picked up something like in here that might be... Yeah, this. I think I might be able to use this. Because this is a custom model of something that I haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Please work, please work, please work. Yes! Okay, cool.
Damn it.
Alright, I know where the other fuse is. I didn't think I would have to use it, but I know where that is.
Why does every single horror game puzzle that involves anything that works with electricity always have fuses that you have to replace?
Shitty horror trope.
Yeah.
It's not even a horror trope, really. It's just kind of a video game trope. You always have to fix the machines because you're the electrician when nobody else can be. Oh,
It's
God.
always fuses, man.
Here's an example of the physics engine being weird. I'm not doing that. I'm not making it rotate like that.
Feels like it's suddenly like it's suddenly going to teleport into another dimension.
Can it teleport me out of this game?
I hope.
No, it's not working.
Yeah, just like I hope it can teleport you out of this fucking game and just teleport you to a puppet combo game.
Or just Amnesia. Amnesia's infinitely better than this.
Yeah,
I like Amnesia.
I really like Amnesia. If you're ever gonna do a puppet combo stream, which I think you should do actually,
I
if
could.
you're gonna
Yeah.
download a bunch of the games and play them for the first time on stream, and let me know when.
Okay. I'll see you whenever I can make that happen, yeah. I'll definitely let you know when that happens.
Yeah. Also, you know, I have like a massive collection of indie horror games on my computer.
Yes, I do know that because you had me download several of them, including Death Trips, which was hilarious.
Oh yeah,
Death
yeah. It's
Trips.
just one thing that death trips. Yeah, it's just one thing that I love doing. Every once in a while, I go into like Game Jolt or itch.io, and I download random little indie horror games, and I just play them because, yeah, it's always kind of fun. And I have like 90 gigabytes of indie horror games downloaded into my computer.
Do I need this battery over here for something? Yes, I do. Okay.
The archaic demands, the archaic demands, the archaic demands. The archaic demands, the archaic demands, the archaic demands. Thank you, Philip. The archaic demands respect among its workers.
Thank you, narrator. Very cool. Okay, here we go. We can actually make the progress that we need. Failure to send message. Could not send message. Satellite dish alignment is incorrect. Okay, let's do these other things then. Calibrate the signal. Yes. Searching. Aligning. Okay. Statistics. Good. Good. 100%. Message was sent according to protocol. Okay, what did that do? Are they dropping bombs on us now? That would be a nice change. What did that do? What? Oh. Okay. Alright. that.
Exit available.
All right.
Now I don't.
Exit the area before
Oh, right,
exit
it's,
becomes compulsory.
How do
Now,
we-
my friend, our time is at an end. Time itself, in fact, has an end none too far in the future. At least for you. Perhaps someone else will take your hand and guide you the rest of the way.
I really, really hope this works. Because I don't see any
Yeah.
other way out of this place other than that hatch. Okay. That's pretty janky, but that works. Oh, good. More progress.
All right. We're one step closer to finishing this
A puppy is
ugly game.
a puppy is not just for Christmas, it is also for when it is freshly rolled in its own feces. That sounds more like Red than an inspirational quote, man. Ah, yes, this thing. I just... What the hell? That was my reaction when I found out Requiem didn't have a story. Oh. Okay, that was dumb of me. There's some kind of current running through this. Yep.
Hey, it's
Yeah.
BB-8.
Ah.
Shoot it again.
No.
Yes.
Do it again. I wasn't looking. There. You happy?
Yeah.
At least the pain lets me feel something in this game. I know a deadly laser when I see it. This isn't one. Probably. Yep, oh. The hell was that? No idea. This lever is currently locked in its position. Might be of use later on. Can't get this open with particular ease. Oh, wait. Didn't I pick up that? I picked up one of these before. Yeah. It's a narrowband communications radio. Huh. I remember finding one of these before.
Good day. Good day. Can you hear me? There is no time. Ah, Red's humor has not faded along with his pulse. The trick was played, and your mind flesh thought it was but another final record. And yet it is I, Red, your faithful companion, returned not just for Christmas, but wholesale for the foreseeable.
Well, now we have the insane man back as our companion, sort of. I mean, another insane man. The first being Magnus.
You flatter me.
I didn't know insanity was a compliment, but I'll take it. Alright, if I remember right, we have to get this through here without it touching any of these.
Oh, I hated that one.
Yeah. Damn it.
Oof.
Damn it. I wonder. I can do this like this. Okay,
Nice.
that wasn't actually that difficult. It helps that even though I haven't played this in a really long time, I remember most of the solutions to these as I keep finding them. Looks like a launching bay or something.
Put yourself in there.
Can't do that anymore. Sad. Can I launch myself out of this place?
If only.
If only. Oh. What is that? Oh, that's the thing that I just sent up there, yeah. Is this magically open now? Yes, it is. Platforming! My favorite thing to do in a horror game. Oh. No, I need the keys, right. I'm being stupid. Yay, more platforming.
Yay.
Yay!
The thing absolutely everybody loves. First-person platforming.
Keys detected. One less than previously equals 2.
Here, let's get a conversation going so we can distract ourselves from this. What was the first Frictional Games title you ever played, and how'd you find out about it?
It was Amnesia: The Dark Descent, I remember. I think it was because I found it randomly on YouTube, and I was like, hey, I want to try this game.
What was your first?
Because I've always loved...
Yeah. Sorry.
I've always loved... don't worry about it. Because I've always loved horror games. And I was like, I was always looking for a new horror game to play, and I found this one, and I was like, yeah, I want to try it. Looks fun. Looks scary. And that's it.
What was the scariest part of the original game for you?
The fucking current.
Oh, the water monster. Yeah, that was a lot of people's scariest part. Yeah, I couldn't get past that for a stupid amount of time just because I couldn't see it, and I was more frustrated than scared because I kept dying to it.
Well, the thing is, it's not that fast.
Yeah. You could actually outrun it, but a lot of the time, what I'd gotten stuck on is I didn't know what the lever actually was supposed to do. It didn't really click in my head that the lever for that level was meant to open that gate, and I thought the gate was supposed to remain closed unless you did something like to blow it up, and I couldn't find anything to blow it up with. So yeah, I was kind of just dumb on that one and scared, and I deserved it.
Hey, what game puzzle stuck at you stuck for the longest time?
Probably the what was it? When you're in the nave with Agrippa, trying to find all the things to make that that potion. I didn't know that you had to feed the piece of meat to that creature in the well. Like, I didn't know that I could do that. So that took me, like, I had to actually look it up to figure that out back in the day. It's a book of some kind. Yeah, okay. More cutscene. A book. Yes, it's a book. All right, it's this sequence.
Yet another strange phenomenon. I have a feeling like being watched, only less direct, as if someone were listening to my thoughts.
Yes, that's right. I hear you there, breathing, siphoning off my every notion like some perverted guardian angel. How are you in my head? Where are you? Show yourself.
How strange. It's murky, but I can just about make out the chute running through the floor below. What's in there? Are my hopes and dreams in that chute? I sure would like to know. What did that do? That opened that one. Does this open the other one? No. I have no idea what that did, but I heard something break. Maybe up here?
Hey, what was the first horror game that traumatized you as a kid?
It wasn't specifically a horror game, but the first game that had horror elements to it was actually a, what was it? It was an adventure game called Excalibur Morgana's Revenge. And it was an adventure game. And there was this one section where you're meant to be pitted up against these dinosaurs, and the dinosaurs were, at least to my child brain, very surprisingly realistic, and I was genuinely terrified of going into the level, even though I had a gun and a sword and a lot of things that I could defend myself with. The atmosphere of that game was surprisingly well done for kind of like a Doom-style adventure game.
That reminds me of something.
Yeah?
A long, long time ago, I can still remember how the music used to make me smile. Alright, I got off track, sorry.
Yeah.
A long, long time ago. I used to have a PS1, right? And I got my PS1 chipped so I could run pirated copies of games.
Oh, jailbreaker.
So there was this kid that used to sell me, like, there was this dude that used to go every once in a while to my house, and he would just sell me games.
Yeah?
Like, just bunch of CDs of random games, not specific games, just bunches
Okay.
of CDs of random games, and one of them turned out to be Resident Evil Survivor. And so I tried the game out. I didn't understand a thing because the game wasn't Japanese. So I must have been like 7 years old or so. I could already understand English because most of my games, I suppose, were in English, but I could not obviously understand Japanese. So I just clicked through, basically I just mashed through the game, not really understanding what was going on. And then, the game starts and I start moving forward. And then I come to the part where you meet the first zombie.
Okay.
And the thing was just horrible. For some reason, that just traumatized me, and I started screaming.
Oh my god.
And I started screaming, and my mom had to burst into the room. What's going on? And I point at the screen, and she like sees the zombie, and she turns off the computer, and she was like, calm down. It's just a game. But you have to be mad. It's only a game. So yeah, no,
Zombie traumatized young Magnus.
Yep.
Damn.
And she took away the game and she hid it off in a closet.
Yeah, Excalibur, that would have had to be 2007 or 8, because it was when I first got my, first real computer. And it was like a first-person game. I never screamed because of it, but I was put off playing it because of that level, and I don't think I ever finished that. One of these days I'm going to track down a copy of that, and I might stream it even, just because I think it's a really cool title that has some untapped potential. Have you ever heard of the game? Magnus?
Yeah?
Have you ever heard of Excalibur, Morgana's Revenge?
I'm not sure.
You can probably look it up. It's not an old game. I think it's about as old as Penumbra Overture.
Let me check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check it out. Oh, I think I've seen this before. There's one game that I remember seeing a lot when I was a kid. I think it was for PS1, and it had a very disturbing intro. It was just weird as fuck. And it looked very, very disturbing, I remember, and it traumatized me. And the thing is, I don't know what this game is. And I've
you don't
tried
remember the
looking
title?
for it. I don't know. And I've
Okay.
tried looking for this game, and I can't find it. I looked and I looked all over, and I couldn't find it anywhere.
Can you describe it at all?
Well, I remember there was kind of like a bit of a, the intro was a kind of like a medieval setting. It was an animation, and I saw this. I think it was like a woman running from a bunch of birds,
Hmm.
right?
Was it
And
okay? Was it like a pixely game, or was it like 3D? Was it a side scroller? Like, what was it?
no, I'm talking about a cinematic intro. The game
Oh,
was
okay.
3D, and I remember it was kind of like, uh, I remember it was kind of like, I think, like fixed camera, kind of like Resident Evil.
Okay.
And so in this cinematic, I think it was the start of the game, there was this woman running from sort of like these weird birds, and one of them just kind of like hits her in the back of the head, and she falls over. And oh no, she had this big fucking gash in the back of her head, kind of like a.
That sounds
can't
really,
quite-
really creepy.
Yeah, I can't quite remember exactly what happens to the girl, but at some point she wakes up again, and she's turned into some sort of monster or zombie or something, and she moves weird, and that's your character.
Oh, you're playing as her?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I have no idea what that could be. That sounds really weird. Could it have been like a false childhood memory, or do you remember playing this, or did you like see this somewhere?
No, I remember seeing this game
User
several
existing
times,
in
but
the
I
environment.
didn't dare
1.
play it.
On TV?
No, on other consoles.
Hmm.
See, there were these places there that I would go to where they would have like a bunch of PS1s, and the kids would just play there.
Like game stores?
Sort of like sort of like a place where your parents would drop you off at the mall or something.
Arcade.
Sorta.
Okay.
Not quite like an arcade, just sort of like a, not that big like an arcade. There were not arcade machines. They're just like some TVs with some consoles, and you would play there while you wait for your parents.
Probably, it sounds like the electronics section of a major store. Could be.
No, not quite.
Hmm.
Anyway, yeah, I remember this game.
Must have been AAA title at that point if it was like on random consoles and stores, because oh damn it, I think I died. That's embarrassing. Platforming.
I don't know. I don't know, and I don't think so. It was mostly I mostly saw it around uh PS1, I think.
Okay. There's only a certain
And
number of
I mean,
PS1 games, so I mean it shouldn't be too hard to figure out what it was. I'm interested
trust
now.
me, trust me, I tried, but I couldn't find it. I actually made a post about it on tip of my joystick. Nobody knew what I was talking about.
I've been in the same level for like way too long. I don't know what to do. This is the second worst level in my opinion, next to the sewer. But I think I have an idea. Maybe.
I actually found my post, the one that I made on tip of my joystick. I titled it "An Old Messed Up Word Game, Possibly PS1."
Okay.
So lately, I've been trying to find this game that I played a few times. I think I did play it. I'm not. Yeah, I did play it actually. That I played a few times during my childhood. I don't remember much, but I remember it started with an FMV sequence of the protagonist running from something in a medieval/Victorian setting. I can't quite remember what he or she was running from, but I remember the protagonist died in a very gruesome way during this cutscene with their head split open by some birds. Later on, the protagonist wakes up again, or rather comes back to life as a messed up monster, zombie, or ghoul, or something alike, which is where the game begins. I believe it might have had something to do with vampires, but it's not Legacy. It's not Legacy of Kain, though. Yet I'm not sure. It had some good 3D graphics. I think it had some hack and slash type gameplay. I looked all over the internet for lists on PS1 horror games, as well as countless ROM sites, but to no avail. I'm starting to think maybe the game either doesn't exist and is but a figment of my imagination, or rather was released for another console. Help would be much appreciated. Thanks in advice.
And you probably got no responses and you got saged for no good reason, right?
No, I did get some.
Oh, okay.
I did get some responses, but
But they weren't what you were looking for.
no. Although I think it might have been it could have been Nightmare Creatures too.
Key total equals exit sufficient. Termination in 5 minutes.
Terminate me in 0 minutes.
Terminate this game, man.
I'm trying. Don't ask, don't get.
Don't ask, don't tell.
ought to keep my fingers out, or else they, and probably the rest of me, may not be coming back. Cogwheel. Probably take that with me. Oh, it's the engine. Okay, this one I'm actually a little bit familiar with. This shouldn't take for fucking ever like the last one. I've tried to go through this game with analysis mode on, but this is just tedious, and I'm not really having that great a time here. But I gotta do it. I'm committed. I will get through this whole game in this stream. At least I know for a fact that I can.
You know, the other day my mom bought a bag of dog biscuits for doggos, but the dogs won't eat them.
Why won't the dogs eat the dog biscuits?
My mom bought a bag of dog biscuits, but they won't eat them.
Yeah,
apparently
they don't like them.
On cog spokes.
Nope.
Once fitted, qualified personnel, that's you, should operate the cogwheel button.
So I tried one of those, and they're actually pretty fucking good.
Don't tell me you ate a dog biscuit.
I didn't eat one. I ate the whole bag.
Magnus.
I ate the whole bag of dog biscuits. I couldn't help it.
Why
they
did
were
you
really
eat?
fucking good.
Why did you eat food made for dogs?
I mean, I don't know. Dogs eat food made for humans.
Hot enough to strip skin from flesh, I'd wager. Maybe I should go for a dip. Jesus. I think I may have picked up some clearance along the way. Monkey?
I mean, I kind of felt like Shaggy eating Scooby snacks. So maybe if I keep eating those, I will unlock Ultra Instinct. Or get a terrible diarrhea.
Ultra Instinct Shaggy, yeah. Well, I'm not going down that, so I guess something else is.
Or
yeah,
maybe I'll get a bad diarrhea.
Maybe that's the secret to Ultra Instinct Shaggy. It's that he just has horrible diarrhea to make up for the fact that he is like big dick than every other way. It's not a bad trade-off.
Well, he has to be like nerfed in some way. I mean, if the only trade-off for Ultra Instincts is never being able to trust a fart ever again, I will take it. Did I tell you about that time that I got dysentery for going to Burger King?
Yes, and you also told me about the time that you accidentally swallowed gasoline.
Oh hell yeah, I remember that.
You've ingested and dispensed a lot of traumatic things in your time.
Yes. Actually, yes. Actually, you were there the day that it happened.
Yeah, you were messaging me freaking out. It's like, what should I do? And I said, go to a doctor first and foremost. And then you did, but not before you got called Gas Guzzler by your schoolmates.
Yes.
Gas
That's
Guzzler,
how I earned the
Jesus.
name Hummer. They started calling me Hummer after that. And it's kind of funny because I approached my teacher and I was like, and she was like, I was like, Miss, I have a problem. And she looks at me and she's like, why do you smell like gasoline? And then I burp.
Yeah.
Then I burp, and she immediately gets it because her eyes go wide. She looks at me, do you drink gasoline? And I didn't say anything, I just nodded.
Madness and madmen. That seems to be all this place holds. Tom Redwood. I remember that name from somewhere. He contacted me on a radio I don't remember picking up, talking gibberish, threatening me. I would rather die than end up like him. Do you hear me, ghosts? I won't let you take me alive!
Well, that's no attitude. Don't be a quitter.
I try to quit smoking, but Mama didn't raise no quitter.
That's probably not where you should apply that philosophy.
Well, I don't know.
Keys detected. One less than previously equals 2.
Hey, is eating dog biscuits gonna turn me into a furry?
No. Being a furry will turn you into a furry.
Oh, being a furry could drive me into eating dog biscuits for some weird reason.
So you're a furry.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
I like furry shit. I think some of it is pretty cool. I don't understand the irrational hatred that some people have for furries.
No. I'm not one of those people either. It's just... Yeah, I'm actually, tomorrow on my stream, I'm collabing with someone who is a genuine, furry and enthusiast, and, one of the cooler streamers that I've come to know through the VR community. There's a lot of furries in the VR community, too. I've noticed that. People who can't get a fursuit in real life tend to make up for it by having a fursona online. I think it's interesting.
It is pretty cool, and actually, those bastards pay a lot for custom-made VR chat avatars of their fursonas. And I see a potential source of income there.
You should always be scared of furries. You know why?
Why?
If they can afford a $5,000 fursuit, they can definitely afford a $1,000 hitman.
A $1,000 hitman I can fend off with a machete. No respectable hitman is going to take a hit for less than $20,000.
And no respectable furry has ever stopped at $5,000 for their fursuit.
Exactly.
So you should still be afraid of furries. Not really,
Right,
actually.
like...
Most of the furries I've known are too cool to even hire a hitman. They just kill you. They just kill me themselves.
Exactly. If you want something done, you got to do it yourself. I could use right now some coffee.
Hey, Sershivak, welcome back to the chat. This is Penumbra Requiem we are now playing, and we are joined by my good friend Magnus Peccatori here, instead of Trollforce this time.
Howdy, folks.
Who is doing much better than he was at the beginning of the stream.
I'm feeling a little bit better. Oh, by the way, did I tell you about the milk frothing machine that I got for coffee?
No. Please enlighten me.
Oh, it's great. I swear to God. I found this machine on Amazon. It heats up your milk and it makes, this foam. There's this microphone milk for cappuccinos and coffee and shit. The thing was like $36, but man, it was worth it. It was amazing. So I use that to make cappuccinos and stuff like that every single time. It's amazing. Like, even if you... Because the thing that I used to do was I would take, milk, not from the fridge, because you got these cartons of milk that
Right.
they're like pasteurized, so they last a long time in the pantry. So I shake them up, right, to make kind of like a foam, and I use that. But it was annoying trying to do that with the milk that's in the fridge because it's cold and stuff. But it doesn't matter with this machine because it has like it heats up the milk as well. So you can take it just straight from the fridge, put it in the machine, It'll heat up the milk.
That sounds really convenient, actually. I might look at getting one of those.
I'm gonna find it for you.
Reduced to 1.
Like a good apple pie, he crumbled to the floor. And that, my friend, is how I returned to this place. A 6-foot-tall and twisted
Found it.
tale, I'm sure you would agree. Comparable in heroism only to the greatest rescue of all, that of Red by Philip. And yet, when last we met, you cast away my advice as you might a freshly soiled child in need of a spanking. Why would you come to this place when you had all the wing rats you could domesticate, and Red's low-maintenance subterranean empire to inherit? Why?
Did he say masticate?
Why?
Masticate. Not masturbate.
I know what masticate means. It sounds so weird.
Okay, here's the this part.
Oh, I sent you the link for the
okay.
thing. It's in Amazon.
Oh, well, that was dumb. That was dumb. Instant milk frother, 4-in-1 electric milk steamer. Huh. I will actually look into that. That actually sounds really cool.
Oh, get one. It's amazing. And it's like $38. It's a bargain.
I don't know if I have the space for it, but I'll definitely at least look at it.
No, it's not really. It's not big actually. It's not that big.
Is it like the size of a coffee maker?
Not too big. It's kind of like the size of a. Not sure. I mean, it's kind of like 8.2 inches.
Really? That's
Key total
Yeah,
equals
smaller than I thought.
It's
yeah.
8.2. It's 8.2 inches tall. And a little bit wider than a coffee cup.
Hmm.
One thing though, clean
Hey,
it up every time.
This guy says, about the strange room and kennel with blood prints on the walls. I think it's a reference to the Blair Witch movie. That's possible, but we're... you're talking about the room in Black Plague. Yeah, we're playing Requiem this time.
Oh, speaking of which, did you play the Blair Witch game?
No, I have not. I didn't. I heard mixed things about that.
Oh, it's great. I recommend it.
Okay.
I loved it. And I actually got it for free on the Epic Games Store.
Where am I? Can you hear me? Still? He promised me death, the madman, and I refused. My own life was the one thing I thought I could control.
Oh, there was a mystery game unlocking in the Epic Games Store in 17 hours.
For I am trapped here. Eternal darkness.
Which is more likely? That the irrevocable laws of the universe have been broken, or that you are somehow mistaken in thinking them so? I think it's more likely that this game is just really, really dragging on for way too long.
Yeah, that's one of my main gripes with this game. It drags on for too long, and it's just puzzle after puzzle after puzzle.
Elof Carpenter, another reference to Movie Star. I am not sure if that's a reference or not, but that was a character from Penumbra Black Plague. And I'm not sure what just happened there.
We are such good and lasting friends,
you and I, that I cannot stay, if the pun is pardonable, mad. It is because we are such good friends that I will not break you as I did the boring Alof before. We shall escape this place, you and I. Either that or be locked here forever. Personally, I have little preference.
Looks like it moves vertically on sliders. Yeah, I'm going to avoid that. Looks like piss water or acid. Probably piss water, but I'm still going to avoid it.
It's Monster Energy.
This is the gasoline that you guzzle on the daily.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's good for your skin, man.
But bad for your social life.
No. No, not really.
It's not?
Especially not for your teachers. They don't really seem to appreciate the subtle smell of gasoline.
That's locked. These are here. I think I remember that that's like the furnace room down there, but first I'm going to solve this. And I don't need to spend 15 minutes on this because I figured out what you're supposed to do last time I played this. It's pretty much like that one water cave puzzle where you're supposed to drag this over here and then drag this on top of it so you can push both of them over there. Puzzles, puzzles, puzzles.
I mean, it would have been a lot more fun if you if you put me in Soma or something.
Yeah, other people had already taken those slots. I'm sorry, man. It's good to talk to you regardless in any game setting.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, honestly, I would have chosen Amnesia Rebirth over this. This game is just boring.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't stop foaming at the mouth for longer than 5 minutes if we did Rebirth, because Tassi talks all the time.
She's just infuriatingly annoying. And also that insanity mechanic where you have to touch your belly.
Yeah, the pregnancy simulator.
The pregnancy simulator, pretty much. Yeah, and then you get all those stupid jump scares that end up being more annoying than they're scary. I don't know. The whole thing was just eh.
Well, let's hope the bunker is the true successor to Amnesia: The Dark Descent, because we thought the successor was going to be Machine for Pigs, and that was more of a story game. There wasn't any gameplay to that. Justine was just kind of a DLC. Rebirth was, again, kind of Machine for Pigs. They were trying to do more story than gameplay. It had some gameplay, but the story sucked, and the gameplay was mediocre at best. Maybe
6, 4, 9, 7.
6497. Maybe the bunker will have the, again, perfect mix of story and gameplay to be the true successor to Dark Descent.
Because the thing about Rebirth, it had some good stuff. Like the graphics were really nice. The world building was amazing. Like you get to explore, this
I
other
loved
world.
the art direction, yeah, especially in the alien place.
Keys persistent
But
in the
Tassie
environment.
is just
1.
annoying. The ending is a bit disappointing.
Yeah, you lose in
Yeah.
all 3 of the endings.
Yeah, the endings are all disappointing, and I don't know. The story is just meh. That's the only way I can describe the story. Is just meh.
What is this? Sarah Shivak says there's theory that Philip dies right after falling from the ladder at the very beginning, and exactly in that moment he became infected and alive again. It's possible. There's no real canonical explanation as to how Philip got infected in the Penumbra series. It's possible that he died and came back to life, but I mean, he was never really mindless like the infected, and even when the infection really took hold of him, he beat it. He beat Clarence, and yeah, he continued to be human in himself. Six, 4, 9, 7.
6, 4, 9, 7. I need some coffee, man.
Go get some coffee, man. Use your milk frother to enhance it.
Yes, I call it my coffee enhancer.
Is Artifact 66B lower Philip's sanity after using it, or what exactly this do to him? Well, the artifact in the game, that's actually just how you save the game. But it's implied that it was like making copies of his mind or something like that. We're not actually sure what it canonically is supposed to do. But there's also another theory that Philip was infected by using the save artifacts in the game. But I don't know. It's never confirmed, and it probably will never be confirmed, since they aren't making any more Penumbra titles, sadly.
Why have they abandoned Penumbra?
Probably because they thought there was nothing else to get off of Penumbra, and they started making Amnesia.
That's not true. You could probably still make a lot of Penumbra games. I mean, a lot out of Penumbra games.
I'd like to see a sequel where the infection spreads from the shelter and like actually starts doing shit to the modern world, and not just this research station in Greenland. Like that would be cool.
Kind of like you could explore how that virus affects a nearby town.
Yeah.
One, they say. Yet half a mind is better than two. The mind boggle. Together our 1 and a half minds could rule the world. Red would most likely settle for a quiet place to take a nap, if you understand. But choosing is best kept for beggar.
Give me a second here. What is this? How exactly Philip used Artifact 66B? Touching, licking, staring? I was wondering about that. It's implied that he just touches it, and he just kind of gets stuck in his own head for a second. It'd be interesting if you had to activate it by licking it. On the topic of Amnesia, though, So you said that Amnesia was your first Frictional Games title. How did you find out about the Penumbra series? Magnus.
I can't quite remember. After I finished, I think it was after I finished Amnesia, I started looking for more games like Amnesia. I started looking into Frictional Games and seeing if they had more Amnesia games. I found out that they did not, but they did have Penumbra.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, I actually didn't play Penumbra. I only ever played Penumbra many years after that. I think I played Penumbra after I played a Machine for Pigs.
Yeah, it's the same here for me. I played Penumbra for the first time in October 2017, and it was actually pretty cool. I played Black Flag on Halloween, and I was actually pretty scared by it. But now I'm just kind of desensitized to it. It kind of sucks, but it's kind of cool too, because I can still appreciate it as a game. Not this, though. This is kind of just boring.
You know what the tragic part of being a horror fan is?
You're desensitized to a lot of stuff, both in terms of horror media and actual really terrible shit that happens in real life.
You love horror, and you love being scared. But eventually, at some point, you're not scared anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing scares you. And you miss it. You still love horror shit. But you still miss being scared, but nothing fucking scares you anymore.
Uh-huh.
And that's the sad, the tragic part of being a horror fan.
I guess that's what they're trying to do these days with these modern horror titles, is find new creative ways to keep scaring us. Like, I really hope that The Bunker is going to do, with this whole monster that adapts to what you do, and the non-linear environments and unique ways that you can solve puzzles. And it'll supposedly keep you on your toes enough to where you're never going to know what to expect, even if you saw somebody else playing the game, which I think it's a good call. Now it's just a matter of if they can actually do that or not.
Well, I always feel a little bit skeptical when they make claims like that. Because it reminds me of one thing. There was this one game where they said, oh, the main enemy is going to adapt to the things that you do and is going to use countermeasures based on that. Yeah, it was Hello Neighbor, and it all boiled to the fucking neighbor just putting planks on the windows that you walk through.
Well, Hello Neighbor wasn't developed by a AAA games game developer, and we know that it can actually be done right with Alien Isolation. I wouldn't put Hello Neighbor in there along with the rest of these titles that we've been talking about. That game is just a travesty.
Yeah, why the hell did it look so off?
I don't know. There's a whole history of stuff that went wrong in Hello Neighbor that I'm not going to get into this stream because that's not my area of expertise.
Yeah, moving through the house in Hello Neighbor felt like the whole house was unfinished and you were actually... Like, some of the things you actually had to do felt like you were breaking the game. It was just weird. The whole game kind of felt like a fever dream.
There was a really good video that somebody put out there about the history of Hello Neighbor, and the general consensus is that an alpha version of Hello Neighbor was actually the best version out there, and it still is to this day.
Yeah, the first alpha.
I've never played the game, so I don't really know, but it's not really my kind of game, honestly. Even if it was, the concept doesn't really appeal to me that much. It's not that interesting.
No, I did play all of them because I played the first one, the first alpha, and I was hoping that the next games would be more like the first alpha. But they were not. They only strayed more and more from that. But I did like the art style of the game. It had this cartoony picture-like style.
I will say they they did some really extreme marketing for that game, and they the art style was one of the only things that they did right. They came out with like cartoons and plushies and all that, and that's what got a lot of people onto looking at that game. And it's kind of a shame that the actual development of the game itself did not follow up to the same standards as the marketing that they used.
Yeah, but sadly, the thing with Hello Neighbor and other similar games is that they keep doing they keep following this trend that honestly I hate, and it's that they keep making horror games for children and for YouTubers
Five
because
Nights at
they know that
Freddy's.
YouTubers,
Five Nights at
yeah,
Freddy's
they
started the
take
whole
after,
thing.
yeah, they take after Five Nights at Freddy's and they realize that they can make games, horror games, and it doesn't matter how scary and disturbing the horror games are. They make these games with mascot characters that they know they can later, you know,
Market.
market to and make, kind of like plushies and toys and merchandise out of it. Like the fucking Hello Neighbors people did it. The Benji and the Ink Machine people did it. The fucking thing with the
Whatever that
blue
one,
piece.
yeah, whatever that one game was that they made NFTs about, yeah.
With the blue thing here
Yeah.
that I forgot his name, Huggy, whatever.
Hold on, hold that thought for just 1 second.
Motherfucker, write it down.
4, 9, 7.
6497. All right, but yeah, basically we were all just. I will say Five Nights at Freddy's itself. I enjoyed the first 3 games of Five Nights at Freddy's, but then it just kind of got really redundant. Maybe 4 too. 4 is okay. But after that, I haven't played any of the new ones, like the new quote-unquote ones. Like I haven't played Help Wanted. I haven't played Security Breach. Is Security Breach actually good?
I don't know. I liked it.
Okay. I might.
I like the.
Even own. I think I even own Security Breach. I just haven't played it ever. I don't know why.
I like being able to explore the place and I have this Outlast style gameplay. Yeah, it was kind of cool. I liked that. Now, Help Wanted, I think is it's the one that I would like to play because it's basically the games but remade in VR.
I did briefly play Ultimate Custom Night, and that was a little interesting concept, but I'm not really sure I personally could get much entertainment value out of that. What's this chat question? First time I play Black Plague demo in 2008 to 10. Full Black Plague always crashing when you come in kitchen, so I chose to start from Overture. Love that time, missing that moments. Top 3 favorite characters in Penumbra. I don't know. I honestly don't.
Number 3, Clarence. Number 2, also Clarence. Number 1, Clarence again because fuck you, monkey. I mean, what can I say? Clarence is just amazing.
Yeah. I mean, again, I've mentioned this before, but apparently the voice actor who played Clarence did all of his lines within a span of like 2 hours or something like that over a Skype call. And I think that's fucking fantastic if he was able to do that. It might not have been 2 hours, but I know he definitely did it all in one take over a Skype call, that's for sure. Which is great.
Nice.
I want to be able to have that level of talent.
Someday.
Hell with Clarence. Never loved him. So good that I play with Russian voices. Really? I understand that a lot of people initially found Clarence very annoying, but I mean, when you think about it from an in-universe perspective, yeah, he was just put into there without any consent, and he just really wanted to live. And Philip did kill him. I think it was the right thing to do, but still, it was a shitty situation for Clarence. That's a life, and Philip just killed a life there.
Plus, he called him monkey.
Yeah.
That's not nice. I mean, I would call a motherfucker if he called me monkey. I would fucking kill a motherfucker if he called me monkey. That's not nice. But I don't know. I loved Clarence, honestly.
He sounds like a cartoon villain a lot of the time, and I love it. I love that they gave him such a unique personality.
Exactly. Penumbra is one of those games that I'm really sad that didn't really get a sequel. Another one would be Underhell.
Underhell. What's that?
Underhell was a mod for
Oh, Half-Life, right?
Half-Life 2. Yep, Half-Life 2. Now, at first, Underhell seemed to have like an identity crisis because when it starts, it seems to be something like beer, and then it turns into a haunted house simulator, and then it becomes a zombie survival game inside of a huge prison with interesting characters. And you walk around the prison with the characters talking, and it actually feels like a movie. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I love that game. But it only had chapter 1, and then they never finished it. However, the developers of Underhell actually made a full game. Not Underhell, but a full new game. It's called In Sound Mind. It was made by what was the name of the? Let me look it up right. It was made by this developer. We Create Stuff. They were the same guys that made Underhell. It's called In Sound Mind. It's pretty interesting, and the main villain is pretty strange. It reminds me a bit of
We Create Stuff.
Clarence.
We Create Stuff. What else did they make? That developer name sounds very familiar. I think I might have played a game by them at one point.
Well, look up In Sound Mind. I actually got it for free on the Epic Games Store.
What other games did We Create Stuff make?
Let me look it up.
Thank you.
Let's see. They made Nightmare House 2.
Oh, yeah. I played both the Nightmare Houses, and they were okay, I guess.
And Portal, the Flash version.
Yeah, I played that in fucking grade school on the computer. I really liked that, actually. That was a childhood favorite of mine. Before I played the actual Portal, I played Portal the Flash version.
Soon unison will be upon us. There will be a banquet of rats, the finest champagne. Hands will be patted and backs vigorously shook. This will most likely take place in old Red's mine, you understand. But glorious it will be all the same.
I had no idea that the same guys who made Nightmare House 2, they made Portal the Flash version. That's so surreal to think about now.
Actually, yeah. My tummy hurt. Ow. Have you ever had the chance to play Sandbox?
The Gary's Mod sequel.
Sort of. It's more like a spiritual successor to some degree. But
I
yeah.
have still not managed to play a copy of that, no.
I remember I spent like a week or two trying to get a key for it, but I haven't been able to.
I really want to, since it sounds amazing, but
There is a way you enter like a pool, and people that are in the pool get a random key. Like there are 5 keys every 6 hours or so, I think,
huh.
and you just have to enter and you get the chance to get a key at random.
What's more scary to you? Monsters or atmosphere and suspense? Also, ask that troll, please. What? Troll Force isn't here with me today. Magnus Peccatori is here with me today.
Howdy. This is where you get the keys. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna send you the link. This is where you can.
Is it a Discord server?
No, it's not a Discord server. It's
Okay.
their official. It's their official website.
Okay.
Now I'm not sure. I can't seem to be able to access this. I'm not sure why, but maybe you can.
Asset Party. Get.
Player, your journey is almost at an end. Please don't leave me here alone.
Well, no, I introduced him. I said Troll Force is not here with us today. Today's guest is Magnus Peccatori.
Hello.
Okay, yeah, they have a question, though. What is more scary to you, I guess, in horror games? Is monsters or atmosphere and suspense? What's your answer?
No, it's always. It's not one or the other. It's a clever combination of the two.
I would say that I feel more fear when it comes to the suspense. Now, terror, yeah, that's usually coming from a monster. It's different kinds of horror. There's no clear answer from either of us. I would say that a better question is, how do you use these things effectively in combination? And a better answer is, it's a good horror experience, game, movie, book, whatever, if all these things are used effectively. Truth is the consensus of opinion.
There is one thing. Sometimes you can use
Hi, May.
Sometimes you can use the atmosphere and suspense to actually hint at a monster, especially if it's a monster you already know, without it actually being there. And that brings me back to Cry of Fear. There's this one scene where you're walking
Love
through a
Cry of
maze-like
Fear.
thing, where you're walking through this maze-like place with blue walls, right? And then you suddenly start hearing the sound of this undefeatable monster with the chainsaw
The chainsaw, yeah.
the chainsaw monster. You hear him around, and then you suddenly start panicking and running, but it's just a sound effect. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
And you find out, if you play the game with developer commentaries, they say there's actually no monster there. It's just the sound effects that play to unnerve the player. And so that only works because of the ambience and because of the fact that you already know the monster. Because if it was any other monster, because you're already familiar
because earlier in the game you actually do encounter the chainsaw monster, and he does chase you, and if you don't get away fast enough, you die. There's no way to survive an encounter with him. So yeah, you're already familiar with that, and the suspense in that scene where there's just the sound effects, that's really intense. That's one of the best moments of Cry of Fear. I have to agree with you there,
Now,
Magnus.
that is a clever combination between the monsters and the ambient. Now, you can actually kill the
One
chainsaw
lesson
monster. It's
previously
just really hard to
equals
kill.
2.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes, actually, one of the first times that he appears, I actually once modified the game to make it so that the Glock does like a ridiculous amount of damage.
All right.
So it did like it went from 15 to 15,000, and it just killed the chainsaw monster in one hit, and it was just hilarious.
Oh.
And turns out there's this one scene where it starts chasing you, and breaks down a door and chases you. If you kill him in that door, you can find the M16 early in the game.
Huh. I did not know that.
Well, now you do.
Yep.
The more you,
I'll
the
prob-
more you learn and shit.
I need to replay Cry of Fear one of these days. It is such a great game. Like most people, and it's kind of infuriating to me. Most people pass it off as just a bad horror game because they never beat Chapter 2. Or Chapter 1 even, when you're going through the apartment. And I will say the apartment is one of the weaker parts of the game. But
And it's still great.
it is still great, yeah. Look at top of TVs. No, that's not where the artifact is. I pretty much know where all the artifacts are in this one. You're thinking of you're thinking of an earlier level, Sir Shivak. Yeah, see? Lift that up, and that means we can grab these and put them in here so we don't electrify ourselves. If I remember right, this is actually the last level, so we're pretty close to actually beating this thing. And then I will probably never have to play this game ever again. Unless another Frictional Games title comes out, and then I'll have to do this all over again. But that's okay, that'll happen in like 4 years. And by then I'll have forgotten how tedious this is. And then I'll do it again, and be miserable again.
And again.
And again, and again, and again.
And again.
What game, Overture or Black Plague, have more atmosphere? Probably, I would say in terms of atmosphere, Overture. But I would say Black Plague is a better game in terms of actually being scary. Overture wasn't really that scary except for the worm. And the worm is really fucking scary to me, personally. Need to reroute power to this area. Okay. As I recall, not too many other people are as scared of the worm as I am, at least not in the crowd of Frictional Games fans. I don't know what it is. I don't have a... It was brought up yesterday. I don't have a fear of worms or snakes in real life specifically. It's just kind of something about how huge and imposing the worm in overture in Black Plague is. That scene where you have to fight the worm in Black Plague is like really terrifying to me. God. I mentioned this previously, but it seems like we have some new people in chat. I was gonna go through this title with analysis mode on, like talking about the game, but this is just really, really tedious. There's a reason I haven't played this in almost 3 years or so. Fortunately, Magnus is here to talk about other stuff with me. It's always nice to talk to Magnus. If I received a letter from my dead relative about somewhere in Greenland, I would probably crumple the letter up and not speak about it to anyone.
Greenland is deceptively not green.
Yep.
And Iceland is deceptively not icy. I think they should trade names, man. You know, for clarity's sake.
I'd say so.
It looks like that explodes.
Yeah, this explodes. I know where this goes too, so...
Throw it against the wall.
No.
Please?
No.
Pretty please, with sugar on top.
I'll throw it against the wall if you play some music for us.
My tongue is like...
You don't have to
swollen.
sing. You just, play, what's it? Play your, God, I'm spacing out. This game is taking the energy out of me.
I'm too weak to get out of bed.
Okay. Here, I'll do this. Oh wait, it doesn't blow up. Ah. Ah.
It won't explode. Now I'm disappointed.
I wanted it to go boom.
It don't go boom. I'm no mistake. Yeah, I'm really happy that the Silent Hill 2 remake is actually coming out for PC, because when I first saw it, it said that it was coming out for PS5, and I thought it was going to be one of those shitty exclusives. But at least it's good that nowadays they've left the PC out of the console wars, and now every single exclusive that only comes from one console, so it comes out for PC. Because to be honest, I'm not buying a console just to play one game.
Yeah, I made that mistake like a decade ago.
What did you buy?
I bought a PS3 so that I could play Uncharted 3. And that was a mistake, because I did like that game, but it has no replayability. But I did rectify that mistake by playing The Last of Us, which is just an amazing game.
Yeah,
And then I
And
bought
it
other games
came
for
out
PS3.
Apparently, it came out for PC, but the PC port sucks ass.
It's kind of like a like a remaster, quote unquote.
Yeah, apparently it runs like shit.
It's an old lantern, but who lit it?
Yo, mama.
Daniel. Wow, we had different answers for that. Okay. Oh wait, I need the other. Okay, I need to. I'll put this here and then I'll come back here. This tunnel, this cave-in. I know this place. What's happening to me? What are the thoughts on the future of the series? Does Philip stay fully free of the turn gate? Does he go back home? Does somebody arrive after Philip to kill those monsters? I don't know, because there will probably never be another official Penumbra title from Frictional Games. It's kind of a moot point even talking about it. It's sad, but it's unfortunately the case. Okay, I gotta stand on these things again. No, yeah, oh yeah, I do. I need the other key. I can't go that way yet. Go on these stupid platforms.
I don't think they're ever going to be able to replicate what they did with the Dark Descent.
Do I voice act for games? Not currently, but maybe one day.
Someday.
Yeah.
Keys persisting in the environment. 1.
Eight. 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 Eight.
8.
How does one voice act for games?
With more professionalism than either of us can scrounge up right now.
What?
With more professionalism than either of us can scrounge up right now.
What does it mean? What, just saying that I'm not professional, bluff?
Well, not right now, because you're currently dying in a bed.
My congratulations, dear boy.
Yeah, you're right.
You arrived. You will find your escape now. Your
Good
friend
point.
is well chosen. Insanity, after all, is rare in individuals. Only in humanity as a whole is it the rule. Nietzsche. I will remain here.
Oh God, no.
This half-place continues to be the only challenge to my knowledge. May you enjoy your fate, Philip. What is left of it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Deja vu? Probably.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Exit available. Please exit the area before
Yeah,
exit
this
becomes compulsory.
This is the ending bit of Requiem here. They just kind of copy and pasted the map from Overture, except the noose is missing and the artifact is missing, and there's no way to bust this off of its hinges. You needed a screwdriver in Overture, and you do not have one in Requiem. So that means if you go back down here, you can never go here. That means you just gotta go in here.
Like the Eminis, I too am versed in poetry of the mind. And I am well chosen indeed, for there is some madness in my love and some reason in my madness. Yet I cannot help but feel unprepared. The banquet is only half baked, the rats are only but partially squeezed, and you find me once more within this metal burning chamber. But the chamber, like the banquet, is of the mind. The only way out of it is within it. I have knocked on death's door many times before, but the both of us will this time be taking tea. It is only through pain that we know we are alive, and this time, my friend, the pain must end. Would you return to the world from which you came? Drown in the chitter-chatter? Red's answer is no. Better to have a story and end it than never to realize it has begun.
So what we're going to do is we're going to get both of the endings just because I want to have them both on screen, but it's not going to take that long a time at all.
You're getting both of these endings.
This belongs in the past. Someone else's past, not my present. So your choices are, you can enter the incinerator in an exciting fashion, or you can leave in an exciting fashion. At first, we're going to enter.
You can close the game in an even more exciting fashion.
I'll do that in like 10 minutes. This
is going to hurt.
In how we say in old country, is going to hurt. Ow. 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 Please stop. Turn it off. Turn it off. Ow. Ow. Blah. Dead.
And he's just burned to death at the end of the game.
In his mind, yeah. Okay, we're gonna skip all this because it's just the credits and the extra thing. We did find all the collectibles. Okay, we're gonna skip this because we're gonna read that in the other ending. And there's the code that you can get. We're gonna reload it. Now we can do the other ending. Okay. Yep. And there's nothing else that you can really do in here. It's really just this or this, which is what we're going to do.
And he awake at the start of Overture.
Except it's not. Because we're back in the hive mind version. And again, there's really nothing you can do in this. It'll just go black after just a few seconds like there. Or go white, actually. Instead of burning alive, you white out in your mind. Oh, okay. We're done. Sort of. Still, there's the credit. Yep, there's the end. That was Penumbra Requiem, the DLC, technically, and expansion pack of Penumbra Black Plague. Yep, Penumbra Requiem.
Unfortunately.
It
was Penumbra Requiem, unfortunately.
I would say it is at least an interesting experience to think about, but it's really not that fun to replay since the puzzles are all really tedious, even if you know the solutions to all of them. Thomas Grip did work on it, as you can see, but it just did not have the charm of Black Plague or Overture just because there was not any horror in it. It was just a bunch of weird lore stuff mixed with puzzles. And interesting but not fun is my final verdict on this. Magnus, do you have any other outstanding thoughts about Requiem?
Fucking sucks.
Thank you, Magnus. That was probably the shortest answer I've gotten from any guest on the stream so far.
Short, sweet, and to the point. That's me, babe.
What ending is canon? We don't know. It's meant to be ambiguous. Music is fucking phenomenal, though. As always. Completion time, 2 hours, 47 minutes, 51 seconds. Okay. Well, we're actually technically at 3 hours, 12 minutes, and 22 seconds in the stream. Got 9 out of 9 collectibles, which means we will get the secret thing. Incoming transmission.
Boss.
I chose to lead you here, you and all the others, with their weapons and their instruments and their orders. There will be fighting, pain, suffering, and eventually triumph for just one. Why would I do this, you might wonder? Am I insane? Did Clarence change me? Is Swanson calling me? Is it revenge for what the Turngate did to Red? It is none of these things, though there is some truth in each. But the Turngate offered peace, you might say. I could have kept the secret, died with it as my father did. But that would make me like all the others. It would make me like the miners who built this place, working because they are told to, because they see no other option. It would make me like the archaic, blindly pursuing a single goal, a great organism working together, but each element without direction. Perhaps they were not so unlike the Turngate. It would make me become the person I was when I came to this place, blindly following a path laid out for me without my consent. Though I have suffered immeasurably in this place, I feel as if my life only began when I arrived here. For the first time, I disconnected from the instruction of society. For the first time, I thought for myself. I had to. And in that way, Red, Clarence, and I are more human than you will ever be, because you will do as you are told. You will inform the authorities, because you are one of the herd. But this is my identity. Better to make your own mistakes than to feed off someone else's triumphs. Better to choose hell than be assigned to heaven. No matter what you may think, it is always better to think.
Yay.
Yay. I think that
Finally, it's over.
I think that was actually written well, but it could have worked better being in Black Plague other than this. And that's the code for if you want to get that voice acting Easter egg in that one level. So,
Oh my god.
that was Penumbra Requiem. That was also part 5 of my Amnesia the Bunker recap marathon live streams. Tomorrow will be Amnesia the Dark Descent playthrough featuring Glitch Kitten. Again, I have been here with Magnus Peccatori. Magnus, if you again want to tell people where they can find you and what you're all about, please do so.
No.
Please.
I don't really know because I'm currently not doing anything with my stuff. I've been thinking about starting a new Twitch channel, but I haven't done it much with it yet. Other than that, well, I got a Twitter. I think my Twitter.
I did link your
is
YouTube channel
at-
in the description, so if anybody wants to check out his past work, it's down there.
I got nothing in there.
Joker gets coronavirus.
Yeah, I got nothing in there. Just random stuff. There's not much to see.
Well, I would still,
But yeah,
I would still say that Magnus Peccatori is a very talented game developer, voice actor, artist, and musician. People should check him out, whatever platform he's on. I think he has an art station, and a YouTube and a Twitch. People should check him out. That's what I'm going to tell you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And, you all know me. And, again, That was part 5 of my Amnesia the Bunker recap marathon. Part 6 is tomorrow. Be sure to check that out.
That was a lot of fun. Hey, that was a lot of fun. Thanks a lot for having me here tonight. And
Of course.
of course, don't forget to come back tomorrow for more Amnesia. For more Frictional in general, because it's always fun.
That will
And our friend Seth, it is always a blast to be around.
that will be all for this live stream. Thank you all for watching. Check him out. Check me out. Check everything out that we've mentioned. I am the Midnight Researcher, and I will see you all around tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
See ya, everybody.
Yay.